So once again, very good morning to all of you. Please keep your videos on, everyone. Alan, try to keep it on. Very good. Okay, Alan, please keep it on. Ah, good. Yes, very good. Okay. So all are there. So tell me the name of the chapter that we were discussing in the previous banking class. Anyone? Which is that chapter? Banking. Name of the chapter, please. Open the textbook.
Laws relating to negotiable instruments.
Laws relating to
Negotiable instruments.
negotiable instruments. Laws relating to negotiable instruments. Okay. So, what do you understand by the term negotiable? What is the meaning? What is negotiable?
Transferable.
Negotiable means?
Transferable.
Transferable. Very good. Negotiable means transferable. Okay. And what is an instrument?
Written document.
A written document which is legally accepted. A legal document. A written document. That is an instrument. Okay. And which was that act which regulates these negotiable instruments in India?
Negotiation Act.
Negotiable Instruments Act. Year 1881. Okay, good. Then in India, we can find only how many types of negotiable instruments? 3. Okay, 3 types. Which are they? Bills of exchange. Then I can read your lips, Saija. Then promissory notes. Then checks. Yes, Rahul. Check. Okay. These are the 3 negotiable instruments you can find in India, and it is regulated by Negotiable Instruments Act 1881. Very good. So let's move on. We saw what is check. I told you the meaning of check. A definition is there. Definition of check. Okay. We discussed the parties to a check. Okay. So let me ask you, here you can find a check. Am I right? There is a check on the screen. Who is the drawer? Who is the drawer? Here you can see State Bank of India. Name of the bank is there. Address is there. Pay Teach Lane. A payment is done to Teach Lane. And over the sign, here in this area, you find Deepak Das. So tell me from this check, who is the drawer? Who is the drawer?
Depositor.
Sorry?
The depositor.
I'm not getting you. I'm asking the name. Like, is it State Bank of India? Is it Teach Lane, or is it Deepak Das? Is it this, or this? Who is the drawer here? I don't want the meaning or the explanation. Who is the drawer here?
Deepak Das.
Ah, very good. Deepak Das is the drawer. Okay, one who signs the check. Okay, one who prepares the check. He is the drawer. Am I right? Am I clear? Who is the drawer? The person who signs the check. The account holder. Account holder of which account? This account. This is the account number of Deepak Das. Okay? It is from the account of Deepak Das that money is going to be withdrawn. Okay? So Deepak Das is the drawer. Drawer. Now tell me the drawee. Now, so Deepak Das is drawer. Now you have two people. State Bank of India, Teach Lane. Who is the drawee? Who is the drawee? Drawee. Sorry? Louder. SBI. State Bank of India is the drawee. What is a drawee? Who's a drawee? The name of the account holder's bank branch. Okay, so here drawee is State Bank of India. It is from State Bank of India. From where the money is going out. That is the bank's name. Regarding the check, always the drawee will be the bank. Clear? And now, who is the Teach Lane? Teach Lane. Teach Lane is the payee, one who receives the amount. Okay? The person who the check is made payable to. Or there is another word, beneficiary. Okay. So this is the basic thing to be understood from the check. There is a drawer, drawee, and payee. Okay, then here is the account number of drawer. You will write the amount in numbers, in numericals. Then also in the words, you will write it. Then you will give the date. Okay, then check number. Here you will find so many number. And the first one is the check number. Keep it in mind, check number. The next set is called MICR code, RBI account number, transaction code. That is of not much importance for you now. Just keep in mind the first set of numbers is the check number. Okay. Okay. Next, we are going to types of check. Okay. Types of check. Now, look at this check. Where is our check? Okay, this is a check. You can find two types of check, that is bearer check and order check. First, let me explain to you that a bearer check and order check. Okay, bearer check means you can find on the check the term bearer. Bearer. See, or bearer. Just take this check now. We'll discuss with this check. So here, to whom to be paid is not mentioned. So let me say I'm going to pay this check to Sayujia. Okay, I'm writing this check to Sayujia. Here, I'm the one going to sign, okay? My name. I'll sign here. Correct? I am writing this check to Sayujia. So Sayujia will get the payment from this particular bank from this account number of mine. Okay, here I'll write my name. And you find the word bearer. This is a bearer check. What do you understand by this? This means that even though I have written the name Sayujia, okay, I have given to Sayujia, and one day when she was walking with the check, it flew from her bag. She lost it. Okay, she lost it. And Anish finds it. Anish got this check. Now, it is written or bearer. Bearer means whosoever hands it is there. Whoever keeps the check. Now it is with Anish. Correct? Anish got the check and the check is with Anish. So now Anish is the bearer. Whoever keeps the check with them, in whose hand the check is, he is the bearer. Now, if Anish take this check and deposit it, he will get the payment. If Anish take this to the bank to clear the check, the bank will give the payment to Anish. So now, from the point of view of safety, is it a safe check? No. It is very risky. This is the problem of bearer check. Okay. So suppose, let it be. It is not going to be get lost. Like it is still with Sayuja. Now, what is the meaning of this check? Once again, I'll tell you. If the meaning of this check is either the bank will make payment to Sayuja, either to Sayuja or to the bearer or to whoever who brings this check to the bank, they will get the payment. If Sayuja was busy that day, okay, Sayuja couldn't go to the bank. So she tells her sister, you take this check to the bank. Okay, it is written or bearer. Then the sister is going to the bank. Payment will be given to sister. So bearer check is clear. If you find the word bearer, then it is very dangerous, very risky. Whoever gets this check, okay, whoever gets this check, if they take it to the bank, the payment will be given to them. That's it. That is about bearer check. Bearer check. In simple words, a check which is payable to any person who present it for payment at the bank counter is called bearer check. Okay. Now we have another that is, sorry. Now we have the next category, next one that is called order check. Order check. So in order to remove the risk factor of this bearer check, what I'm going to do is, I'm the one writing the check, okay? What I'm going to do is, I will cut the word bearer. I will cut the word bearer and I am going to write the word order here. Order. Order. This means that me, the account holder, whoever signs it, I'm going to sign here, okay? Whoever signs it, that person is ordering the bank that bank, you should make payment only to Sayuja. This is an order check. This means that it is actually a kind of order given to the bank to make the payment only to Sayuja. Only when Sayuja comes to the bank with this check, the payment should be given to her only. I am ordering my bank. Okay? Clear instruction is given. That's it. Did you get the bearer check and order check? Bearer check means whoever gets the check, they can go there, they can go to the bank, get the payment. That is bearer check. Order check means it is ordering the bank. It is an order to the bank that payment should be made only to the name mentioned in the check. Order check. And now, let me tell you an information. When you are making some cutting, something like that on the check, what you do? When you make a cutting over here, you will have to sign there to let the bank know that I am the one who have cut that. If you make any cutting or something like that on the check, then you will have to sign over there. You cut this, write order, then put the sign. So you will have a sign over here and also another sign over there. No problem. It is just to make sure that I am the one who have done this. That's all. Okay. So that is about bearer check and order check. Now, both of this, bearer check and order check, belongs to open check. It is another kind of classification or a type that is called open check. So what did I say? Open check means it can be either bearer check or order check. Clear? Both this falls under the category open check. You can find two terms, open check and crossed check in your textbook. When you open the textbook, types of checks, you can find two words, open check and crossed check. I'll come to cross check. First, let me tell you about the open check. So understand, bearer check and order check, both are open check. Now, what is this open check? In the simplest way, a check, when a check is not crossed, it is known as open check. A check which is not crossed, it is an open check. That is the simplest way of giving the meaning of open check. Now, open check actually means that when you take this check to the bank, you get the cash at the counter. They will give it in the form of cash itself in your hand. It is encashed at the bank counter. That is open check. These checks may be cashed at any bank and the payment of these checks can be obtained at the counter of the bank. Or you can also transfer it to the bank account. But usually open check means immediately when you take the check to the bank, you get the cash onto your hand. The bank will give you the money straight away to you. Okay, that is open check. And the open check may be bearer check or order check. You will get the money from the bank directly. That is open check. So what is crossed check now? Crossed check. Crossed check means that if in the check you give two parallel lines, this is a check, you will give two parallel lines on the top left corner here or somewhere, wherever you give two parallel lines. You just give two parallel lines. Mostly it is here. This means that bank will not give you money at the counter. They will only transfer this to your account. Did you get me? Which is a safer mode of transfer. So it is safe. In the case of bearer, you know, whoever takes the check to the bank, they are encashed. They'll get the money, which is the riskiest one. So if it is crossed, then the money is transferred only to the account. It is only through the account the dealing is done. Okay, that's it. That is crossed check. Crossed check means drawing two parallel lines on the left corner of the check. Okay. And sometimes in this two parallel lines, you might find some words and company. See, or not negotiable. Not negotiable. Here you can find account payee. Likewise, you might find these words. We'll explain it in detail very soon. Now just understand that crossing means, simply crossing means amount is given only to the account. That is the point. It is not encashed at the counter. Clear? So how many checks I told you now? Bearer check, order check, open check, crossed check. Now please read and understand this four. Read the textbook. Only 2-3 lines are given there. Still, get the idea clear. Now moving to AntiData Check. AntiData Check means the date written on the check. A check in which the drawer mentions the date earlier than the date on which it is presented to the bank. That means, say, today's date is, what is today's date? 4th. 4th, am I right? 4th September. Okay. And today, the check is given to a person. A check is given to A. A is taking the check to the bank on 4th September. Okay. But the date written on the check is, say, 1st September. 1st September is the date written on the check. And the check is taken to bank on 4th September. That means the check is having a date before the date. Before the date that is taken to the bank, that is presented to the bank. Correct? The date on the check is 1st September and the check is taken to the bank on 4th September. Now, will the person get the amount or not? He will receive the money because the check is valid up to 3 months or 6 months. There is validity period for the check. Till that period of time, the check is valid. So from 1st September till that validity period, any day you will get the cash. Okay? So the check is valid for 3 months time. 3 months. It is valid up to 3 months. After 3 months, it gets expired. Later on, you won't get the payment. So even though the date you find on the check is 1st September and you are taking it to the bank on 4th September, still you will get the paying. You will get the money. You will get the payment. Why? Because from 1st September, for a period of 3 months, it is valid. So that is AntiData Check. The check where the date is earlier than the date on which it is presented to the bank. Okay? Such a check is valid up to 3 months. 3 months from the date of check drawn. Okay, so even though the check is giving you date is mentioned on the check, which is earlier period than the date on which you take it to the bank, then also you will get the payment if it is within this 3 months period of time. After 3 months, it gets expired. You cannot get the payment. That is AntiData Check. Okay? Okay. The next one is post-dated check. It is time to wind up the session. We'll continue in the next class. Okay? We'll see you in the next class. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.